Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Cade Cunningham.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Inside for him, it's Harris and Durham. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. With league-wide focus doors on size at every position, we've seen the demise of the traditional point guard.
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you're 6'3" and under, and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
Tatum kicks to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Cunningham passes to Durham. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here's Ivy. Outside Hardaway. Hands it from downtown.
Well, that's money in the bank. Hardaway, terrific off the catch.
The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Up top, Porzingis unloads. Rebounded by the Pistons. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
The line for one.
That's good from Durham. And when you take a look at Jalen Durham, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Now here's Porzingis. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And the shot is long. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Heat. Here's Ivy. He takes it in. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Tobias Harris. Averaging 13 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Ivy. And here is Duran. Back to Ivy. Hardaway is screen on White. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. White the pass to Holiday. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Harris finds Ivy. Now, here's Cunningham. They get it again. Back to Ivy. Hardaway sets a screen for Ivy. Pass to Hardaway. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got 6 points.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
White against Ivy. Here's Tatum. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. Holiday against Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Holiday. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis. That wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
They get the rebound. Brown, no good. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Ivy. Still without a basket. From deep. And another 3 for Detroit.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Tatum passes to Holiday. To the inside. Here's White. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Holland is checked in for Detroit. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Third is Jaylen Brown.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
Now, here's Ivy. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Holland. Pass to Duran. Over Porzingis. Detroit, no good that time either.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Misses the 3. Pistons trail by 5. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Great 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
He misses the free throw. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
And he sinks the second.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Now here is Harris. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Ivy. Pistons passing it around. Duran with the screen on Brown. Here's Holland. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Celtics leading by 6. Holiday with the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
White against Ivy. Harris setting the pick for Ivy. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Outside Holiday. Outside White. Tatum setting the pick for White. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Tatum against Harris. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
Here's Holiday. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. From outside the arc. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Pistons trail by 3. Pass to Ivy. Here's Holland. Cunningham on the wing. 23 points for him the last game against Milwaukee.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Can't cash in from close range. Ball's knocked loose. Brown deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Holland. Brown, no good. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Hollins kicks to Ivy. Offensive rebound. Cunningham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off. And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
That free throw missing. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
He hits the second from the line.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Here's Pritchard coming off a solid outing against Miami.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Busted. No good that time either. The Pistons trailing. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Holland. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Pistons have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Taking 3 shots.
And that one falls for Holland. For the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Duren, and Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. That one drops. He ties it up. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
The Celtics making a switch here. Springer's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. 1:37 left here in the first quarter. Here's Springer. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Detroit.
That's his first.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 2. Pass to Stewart. Hardaway with it. Launches a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hardaway's got 9.
Well, how pretty is the shooting form of Hardaway Jr.? This guy is on point.
Now Tatum. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Miami. Horford with the screen on Thompson. Here's Hauser. 5 to shoot. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 13-3 run. Beasley the pass to Hardaway. Stewart, a screen for Hardaway. They get it back. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Pistons lead by 3. Now here's Tatum. 10 points for him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. The Celtics making a switch here. Cornette's checked in.
Jason Tatum at the line with 1 shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Thompson against Tatum. Pass to Holland. Now Hardaway. Beasley outside. Clock at 4. Goes up again. And it's good on the layup.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
It's been all about Tim Hardaway for Detroit. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Cornette in its center. That's the Boston 5.
Well, let's see the vertical of Mr. Hardaway. Go ahead, sir. Pretty dunk.
Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hauser. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Over Tatum. Out to Thompson. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Now here's Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set. And there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Tatum following the bucket by the Pistons. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Utah matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Pistons leading by 4. Collins kicks to Beasley. Here's Holland. He's got 5. Beasley, the pass to Holland. On the wing, Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. And there's another one for the Pistons.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Pritchard. He has yet to score. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
Goodness, Jason Tatum from another zip code.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said you can play small and big. You have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Here's Cornette. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Left side, Tatum. No good that time. Good D by Thompson.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Stewart finds Beasley. And it's denied. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Williams is checked in for Hardaway. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth team.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Horford. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Putting up about 10 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And Thompson kicks to Beasley. Stewart, a screen for Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Holiday. Excellent D there from Holiday. Celtics trail by 5. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who is a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Williams with the steal. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Williams. Pass to Thompson. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Beasley against Holiday. Tatum on the wing. And stolen by Thompson. Beasley outside. Williams passes to Stewart. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis. The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
The line for the Pistons, Isaiah Stewart. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham comes in for Williams. And so Stewart nails both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Inside, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
Pass to Harris. Here's Beasley. Harris looking it over. Just 5 to shoot, but 3. Detroit getting another chance here. Here's Thompson. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Celtics trail by 7. Holiday dishes to Horford. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Tatum against Beasley. Cunningham with it. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. To the middle, here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 9-point game. Pass to Pritchard. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Here's Pritchard. Screen by Porzingis. There's the triple. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Pistons leading by 9. To the inside. Here's Thompson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Holiday. It's deflected. The kick out to Tatum. Another shot. Nifty move. Thompson with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%.
Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
And the first one at the line is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Al Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Then for the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Fontecchio's coming in for Asar Thompson. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Malik Beasley. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Tatum against Harris. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Harris outside. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. Tatum on the wing. Fires for 3. Kept alive.
And they continue to control the glass.
Harris kicks to Cunningham. Back to Harris. White against Ivy. A baseline J. To the right side. Second chance shot. Here's Duran. And at last, they get one to fall.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Holiday throws it down.
That's an excellent decision. Playing in the pick and roll, just understanding where the windows are, delivers it right in the pocket.
Ivy passes to Duran. Now here's Cunningham, guarded by Holiday. Back to Duran. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And it's 7 points here for Jalen Duran. Holiday against Cunningham. Down low, here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Screen by Porzingis. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Porzingis.
But Jalen Brown getting better and better in pick and roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Pass to Fontecchio. Now Harris takes a 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
How easy does that pull-up jumper look by Jalen Brown? So tough.
Ivy with it. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's White. And the shot falls short this time.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now, here's Ivy. 5 points in the game. Cunningham for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And White kicks to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Harris outside. Cunningham on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Cunningham looking it over. Over Holiday. Detroit, no good that time either.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Duran. Now, Ivy, light covering. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got his third basket of the night right there.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Holiday finds Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Holiday. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the sides.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Fontecchio. That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
Well, we all know this guy is a legitimate two-way threat. Drew Holiday gifted as a defender and solid on the offensive end.
Hardaway is screen on White. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Porzingis with the steal. To the paint. Hauser misses. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've led by as much as 10. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip. They grab their own miss. This one for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Detroit with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Detroit Pistons.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny. I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even close. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Check out the Pistons. They're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out. But, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Pistons leading by 6. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Sliding in at the wing spot, it's Ivy and Hardaway Jr.
3 points.
Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. And it's Cunningham in at the 1 spot. The Celtics shooting in this game, 45%. Outside, White. Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. Brown's got his second basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working
like a charm.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And here's Porzingis, following the three-pointer by Cade Cunningham. Duren against Porzingis. Shoots over Duren. Porzingis can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Tatum against Harris. Hardaway sets a screen for Harris. Back to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. The offensive rebound. Here's Ivy. Hits it from three-point range. Ivy's got the lead up to 13 now for Detroit.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
And here's Brown outside. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Harris against White. Now here is Harris, guarded closely. Ivy against Tatum. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 15 points.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Holiday dishes to Tatum. Looking to end the run. Rebound, Detroit.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. A three from Porzingis. Can't get it to go. His fifth miss and 10 shots from the floor. Ivy on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Ivy passes to Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's now go to the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. See the league's top assist man. Fourth, Cade Cunningham.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Duren against Porzingis. Brown kicks to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Trying to end the drought. Busted. No good that time either.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Holiday following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Pass to White. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. White the pass to Tatum. over Harris. Tatum sticks the three on the tee.
Well, this guy is used to scoring in tight situations with bodies around him. How about Jason Tatum maintaining his concentration?
And here is Duren. Harris against Tatum. Now here is Harris. He's guarded closely. It's good. Harris has got 10 points in the game.
A key offensive cog for this team. Harris looks to score as much as he can when given the opportunity.
Now here's Porzingis. 10 points for him. Pass to Holiday. Puts up a three. The rebound by Ivy.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Back to Cunningham. Connects from three-point range. Cunningham's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pistons. Celtics trail by 20. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to White. It's Brown on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Porzingis trying to get free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
Brown at the line for 2 shots.
Free throw good from Brown. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers. You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Tatum's got 29 in the game.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Cunningham outside. From the arc. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Now here's Tatum. He has 29. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And that one falls for Tatum. A different look here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Hardaway. Malik Beasley comes in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Asar Thompson in for Cunningham. And so Tatum nails them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Duren. Beasley with. Back to Duren. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Tatum's shot is off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here is Harris. He's got 13. Inside, here's Thompson. Thompson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pistons lead by 18.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Tatum against Harris. The 17-footer. Count that one. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Back to Thompson. Fires the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown with it. Beasley covering. 4 on the shot clock. Fades back. And it's Brown missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Out to the right wing. Out to Thompson. Pass to Harris. Duran with the screen on Tatum. Here's Harris. No good on that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics trail by 16. Pritchard. And the 3 off target. Here's Holland. He's covered by Brown. Back to Harris. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. Harris has got 15.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Over to the wing. Harris against Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Porzingis. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 12.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Now Beasley. Duran with the screen on Holiday. Beasley against Holiday. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Back to Tatum. Over Thompson. Bank shot. No good.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
1:16 left here in the third quarter. No good from Beasley.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
And that one falls for Tatum. Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pistons leading by 14. Here's Thompson. No good with the layup. And here is Tatum. He has 35. Pass to Pritchard. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Back to Tatum. 3 on the clock. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got 38 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Moore passes to Holland. And Moore kicks to Holland. Back to Moore. It's Beasley on the wing. The screen from Thompson. Beasley finds Thompson. Beasley outside. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Now Brown. Puts up a deep 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for the Pistons. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Cornette in at the center position. That's the Boston 5. Here's Pritchard. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Sasser. Here's Beasley. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
To the middle. Here's Beasley. Pass to Holland from deep. They get it back. Stewart misses. Celtics trail by 11. Right side Tatum. Nice move. Sinking that tough shot. Jason Tatum.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Holland the pass to Thompson. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Stewart. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Sasser. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Looking to get it going. And Beasley puts it in. Beasley's got his first points of the game.
Well, to me, that's Malik Beasley playing bigger than his size. This guy just keeps coming despite the contact.
Takes a step back. Thompson against Tatum. Over Thompson. Tatum no good. Detroit leading by 11. Beasley outside. Sasser with it. Beasley kicks to Holland. Three-pointer. Carries it from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 14.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Tatum. Over Thompson. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. 42 points for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Jason Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
to make some noise.
Drew Holiday checked in for Boston. And then for Detroit, Fontecchio's coming in for Thompson. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.D. Bickerstaff talking with his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Pritchard. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pistons. Holland, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And finished off by Horford.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Beasley, the best to Cunningham. The 11-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. A different look here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Holland. Tobias Harris comes in for Fontecchio. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Beasley. And he makes both free throws. Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivey. Stewart with the screen on Howard. Cranes the three-pointer. And that's now 18 points for Jaden Ivey.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
And that one's good, Tatum.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beat you in so many different ways.
Now, here's Stewart. And the shot is good. And the Pistons lead by 15.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Tatum against Stewart. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 48.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Now, here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Over Stewart. Rebound by the Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Horford against Harris. Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. Got a hand on it. Now here's Durant. Harris kicks to Ivy. To the inside. Here's Stewart. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Pritchard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line, Peyton Pritchard. At the line for 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Pistons making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Pistons leading by 16. Ivy passes to Durant. And here's Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Offline with his 3. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Pritchard. Porzingis inside. Defended by Duran. White. Boston. No good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Harris against Tatum. Harris passes to Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. And good. He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pistons leading by 15. Cunningham passes to Durant. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 8 here in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Pritchard. Outside, White. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Over Ivy. And it's White missing. Detroit has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Ivy kicks to Harris. There's the lob for Harris. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 1 after. Celtics trail by 17. Tatum with it. Picked up by Harris. It's good. Tatum's got 53.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Hardaway dishes to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Hardaway finds Cunningham. Ivy with it. Back to Hardaway. Takes a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Got that one up quick.
Well, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Now Cunningham with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Cunningham's got 16 points here in the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Pritchard. Holiday, the pass to Tatum, trying to find White, gets it to him, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there, trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Ivy with it. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Harris. Over in the corner, Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Over Holiday. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now here's White. Porzingis with a screen on Ivy. Outside, Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. Detroit leading by 17.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win.
You got to be kidding.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ivy against White. Pass to Cunningham. Holiday with the defensive effort. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. Porzingis with the ball. Brown outside. Brown jams it in. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.